We're live. We're having some technical difficulties today, guys.
We are winging it big time. Is that good?
This is the most unflattering angle ever.
Oh, yeah, the neck angle.
The neck angle. Where everybody appears to have 19 chins. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year.
So it's Randy and Kim, the Yay or No Way show. We're not going to tag anybody in this video. I think it's saying that I look like another realtor. But I don't think that we look a lot alike.
No, I don't think so either. I'm going to sit back here because I feel like it's unflattering.
There we go. Thanks, Mom, for watching.
Hi, Mom.
So today we're going to be catching up on how we're doing on our New Year's resolutions and how you're doing on your New Year's resolutions. So I can say without hesitation, honestly, that in the first 3 days of the year, I've been to the gym this many times. How many times have you been to the gym, Kim?
I've been to the gym twice, and I have had 3 yoga sessions. So I am in the green for now. Going during the week is not my heart. It's staying on task on the weekends. It's tough. And I have told myself I need to at least go one day on the weekend. So we'll see.
But on the flip side, we are killing it with the customer service.
Yes.
We have been calling people left and right. This great weather that we've been having, people are coming out of the woodwork. If you have a house to sell, please call us today.
Don't wait till spring. Everybody's waiting till spring.
And we have so many people looking right now.
We have buyers. I have lots of active buyers right now. And inventory is good, but it can always be better. And everybody waits till spring. So if you want to jumpstart, there's a lot of grants that refund. That's not the right.
Refunding right now.
Refunding right now. That will bring out a lot of people out of the woodworks. So if you want them to look at your house first,
then please give us a call. Our main topic today is places we like to visit. Or places we'd like to visit, or all of the above. So if you have a favorite place, post it below in the comments. We love everyone that's watching right now. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Pete. Pete came in here looking
for his sister. And hey, Bruce, thanks for checking us out. Hope you're doing great. Spring started in February last year. Yes, thanks for the update, Pete. And we are in the solar minimum right now, which is a minimum of solar activity, which I don't think affects our weather at all. I couldn't find anything. Less or more solar flares, one or the other. But places we'd like to visit. Place I don't want to visit, it's the sun. I'm not looking to go there.
Would you go to the moon?
Yes.
I would 100% go to the moon.
Jennifer and I have an understanding that I will never, ever leave her under any circumstances unless
it's for space travel?
Unless it's for space travel.
I would definitely, everybody that knows me personally knows I'm obsessed with Elon Musk, and I just absolutely adore that he is trying to make space travel like a
Bring
weekend.
it to the commoners.
Bring it to the normal, and once they work out all these kinks, I'm definitely booking my trip to the moon. So, moon, #1 vacation destination.
It's on our bucket list before death.
Yep. It might be our untimely death if we
Yeah, that's true.
We gotta wait a little bit. So
I want them to perfect it a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely want to see at least like 1,000 trips successfully.
1,000?
Yes. Wow. I'll be 1,001.
You want to see it on the blue line before you commit.
Absolutely. So going to the moon, definitely.
Definitely 2 thumbs up there. Yay on that.
Hi, Katie. Katie, you want to go to the moon with us? We're going to the moon, baby.
So back down to Earth.
Back to Earth.
Bringing it back to Maryland for a second, the complete opposite of the moon. Deep Creek Lake. What's your opinion on Deep Creek Lake?
I really like Deep Creek. So I've been there twice. The first time I went was for a wedding. Second time we went was for just like a weekend. I think we went Memorial Day weekend, Labor Day, one of those weekends. And it was pretty crowded. We did the boat thing. I'm not a big water recreation person, but I did go and I found the water to be moderately, okay.
Fun,
enjoyable.
Tolerate.
I wore my life jacket. I was safe. But I like Deep Creek. I think it's nice there.
I love Deep Creek. Another thumbs up here.
You went on vacation there last year, didn't you?
We just went last summer. We let the kids all bring a friend and everything. It was great. I highly recommend that for those of you parents that are cringing right now at the idea of actually having more people come along on our vacation. It was actually a great time. Each of our kids brought a great friend. The kids were great. They had each other to hang out with. It was just a more relaxing vacation. We took turns cooking in the big house that we stayed in. It was kind of neat. It was a lot of fun. Deep Creek Lake, the only thing that I would say about it, I guess, was a disappointment, which was actually a blessing in disguise. So we went in the middle of July, and it was not crowded at all.
Wow, that's crazy.
So
I would expect it to be crowded there all summer.
Yeah, I would thought July would have been peak time for them, but it wasn't crowded. So if you're looking for a spot that's not too busy, and there's plenty of, like, if you go do any of the recreation stuff there, like one of the many ropes courses or any of that stuff, there's no waiting. You just walk right in and do it.
Everybody's
go
at the
karts,
beach, probably.
this, that, and the other. We made full use out of the ice cream place that was right at the entrance to the town, and
yeah, I know what ice cream place you're talking about.
Yeah, right next to the
supermarket. The barbecue place and the liquor store.
Yeah.
3 of my favorite things.
So all of that stuff is great. So what else do you like?
I can tell you what I don't like is the beach. I am not an Ocean City, Maryland, or an Ocean City, New Jersey person. And I know that I'm going to get crucified for this, but my
Be real, girl. Be real. Speak it.
I am not from the East Coast, so the beaches in Oregon are much, much different than the beaches in...
At least you didn't say better.
No, they're not better. They're terrible. It's always 50 degrees there. It's always cold. The water is freezing, or so I've been told. I've never gone in the water. But I don't like the beach. I don't know.
So you grew up not really caring about the beach.
No, we would go to the beach, but the beach was not like a go and lay out. It was like go for the day. It was always raining. You always had to wear a sweatshirt. It was not fun. So I'm not a big Ocean City person. We go every year, but I just don't enjoy
you go there every year?
Yeah, we take the kids every year.
So I'm the exact opposite in every way. I grew up at Ocean City. I mean, back in the day, my Uncle Mickey, if you're watching this, hi, Uncle Mickey.
Hi, Uncle Mickey.
He had a house that was about a mile away from the boardwalk, right on the other side of the Route 50 bridge. And my cousin Darren and I, every morning, we would get up and we'd have like $3 or $4 in our pocket, and we'd go to the beach. We would buy breakfast at the dough roller, which usually was pizza, but sometimes we got pancakes or other stuff. And then we would spend whatever we didn't have eaten the rest of our money on video games. And we were very good at video games. We could make $2 in quarters last like 2 hours.
That's amazing.
So, and that's what we would do. And then we would, the rest of the family would come up later. And this is like, I was probably like 7 years old walking across the bridge in Ocean City by myself. I just
could you imagine? I wouldn't send
how times have changed. I wouldn't let my 13-year-old do that.
No, I don't even want my 20-year-old going anywhere by herself, let alone 7. Yeah, I'm not a big. I know that people get all in their feelings about their Ocean City. No offense,
but I haven't been in forever, except for the realtor conventions, which I love. And MAR, if you're watching this, bring it back to Ocean City. Nobody likes the National Harbor.
Yeah. Did anybody even go to National Harbor this year? I don't feel like anybody went.
They left the early registration open until the day before. You could still get the discount. That's how few people were going, and that's a shame.
Sorry.
So moving on to other locations. Deep Creek Lake, definitely a plus. I like Ocean City, but I don't go there very often. So I guess I probably have to give that a thumbs down because it doesn't really rank highly up on my list of places that I'd like to go. On that subject, since we're on the negative for a second, anything south of D.C., if I can't fly there, it's a no-go for me.
No.
I cannot stand driving through D.C. or Northern Virginia.
So, again, because I am a West Coast girl, I get a lot of phone calls from people that'll be like, hey, I'm going to be in D.C. And I'm like, good for you.
Have fun in D.C.
I'm not going down there. I have friends down there I see once a year. It's, what is it, 60 miles? It's just
or
not.
4 hours.
Or 5.5 hours. Yeah. So, I'm not a big fan of the D.C. area. Again, no offense to
Chinkatink, Virginia. Yes, Katie, as long as you don't have to drive there.
I don't even Chinkatink, Virginia. I don't know where that is, Katie. Is that on the map?
It's near Ocean City. It's down there. It's where the horses are at and everything. Although I thought it was Chinkatink, Maryland. Maybe somebody can clear that up for us. Maybe it is Virginia.
Maybe it's Maryland and Virginia.
Probably could be.
Yeah, so none of the Virginia,
I love Virginia, like South, like Virginia Beach. Oh my gosh, it's so nice down there. There's so many things to do. You can go to Norfolk. They've got their own aquarium down there. It's like indoor, outdoor. It's awesome. So many things to do down there, but you gotta drive down there. Hey, Frank, long time no see. So anywhere that you have to drive through Northern Virginia, no go for me.
No thanks. No, thank you.
That's why I've really taken to Pennsylvania and just doing like things up there. If I have a choice between north or south,
it's always easier to drive north.
West.
Yep, I agree. I absolutely agree. That is the Assateague, Maryland.
So, what's your all-time favorite vacation spot that you've already been on?
I've already been to. So I actually really like. I mean, we've done some international travel, but I think I love San Diego so much so that's definitely my favorite place to travel to. They have amazing food, which is my favorite thing.
The San Diegans.
The San Diegans. That's the hometown of Ron Burgundy, who's my idol.
You know what San Diego means, right? A whale's vagina.
Whale's vagina.
According to Ron Burgundy. Look it up if you didn't know.
Sorry, guys. So San Diego is probably my most favorite place to visit. I don't get to go there very much anymore because our friend that lived there decided to move back to Maryland. Thanks, Justin. So now we don't really have...
Did he buy a house with you?
He did not yet.
Okay, we'll just put him on hold there.
We'll hold that one. So I would have to... My vote is for the San Diego.
You know, it's funny. I've been to San Diego as well. We went there when the boys were young, and we went there for Legoland.
Oh, wow.
And that was amazing. They were probably like 8 and 6 or something like that. So they were definitely at the age where they could really appreciate it. And it was truly amazing. My friend Phil turned us on to that. He went out there like a year or two earlier. It was like, it's a must do. He thought it was better than Disneyland. And I don't know if it's better than Disneyland, but it was certainly awesome in its own respects. So that I definitely give San Diego a thumbs up. I had a lot of great experiences there. That was my first experience with seeing a sunset over the water, like a true sunset.
Like a true sunset.
You don't really get those on the East Coast.
You don't get that here. Unless
you're in Ocean City on the bay side and you happen to be looking, but it's still obstructed.
Yeah.
So, and I was kayaking with my boys on the ocean and in and out of caves during that. So those things weren't even on my bucket list, but I was like,
you're like, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Like a 3 for 1.
I'm going on the ocean. So yes, I love San Diego.
Definitely. If you're looking to stay in the country, that's a great place to go.
What about you?
It's worth the drive. Probably one of my favorite vacations, I think, has to be Jamaica. I don't think I've ever heard anybody come back from Jamaica and say, it was okay.
I love Jamaica, too. We went, and that's where we're actually going on our honeymoon. So we've already been to Montego Bay, but we are going back because we enjoyed it so much.
And they've got something for everybody. If you've got a family and you're thinking maybe it's not safe or you want to go someplace that's more couple-oriented, they've got everything for both. You can go to the couple side. You can go to the family-oriented side. They've got stuff for everybody. So contact us if you need to know where to go, what not to do, what to eat, what not to eat. Stay away from the white brownies, stuff like that. They are aplenty down there.
Yeah. We stayed at a resort, so we played it pretty safe when we went, and I'm sure we will be doing the same.
And we stayed at a resort too, but we went out every day and explored all these different things. So our person that was with us, so my Uncle Tony is chiming in with Scotland and Australia.
Australia's on my...
I'm not quite as well-traveled as my uncle.
Uncle Tony knows where it's at. Australia is definitely on my list.
You got to go to Scotland, don't you?
I would go to Scotland. So Anthony hates flying, so I will have to go to Australia by myself.
Yeah, because if you hate flying,
there's no way that I could get him on an air. I can't even get him on an airplane to fly.
You could do like the A-Team did with Mr. T and just drug him right before you put him on.
Oh, no, I always do.
Yeah.
Well, here's a little Valium for you, buddy.
So we were, a few years ago, we had a family contest where everybody did research on a place that we were going to go. And everybody, researched the cost and this and that and the other. And then we voted on which place we wanted to go. And Scotland wasn't on the top of the list, but I would definitely love to go to Scotland. Jennifer wants to go to Ireland. I told her it's going to be a joint trip, Scotland, Ireland. And I'm like, let's do it.
You got to go to the castles.
And But one of us, I think it was Jennifer, picked Australia for the thing, and I picked New Zealand because I thought Australia was just so, what's the word I'm looking for? Like common, like everyone goes to, everyone goes to Australia.
Everybody goes to Australia. I don't know anybody that's been to Australia.
So I picked New Zealand, and then we later found out that because they're in the southern hemisphere, if we go during the summer, it was winter. I'm like, who wants to go to Australia? So it didn't happen for us. The funny thing is Morgan ended up winning with the Galapagos Islands. But being as young as she was when she did the project, she really wasn't in touch with what these prices were. And the Galapagos Islands could be one of the most expensive trips you'll ever take in your life. And for us with 5 people, it was basically more than your typical new car.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
It was just
we don't let our kids vote on any kind of opinion for anything.
Yeah.
So don't
Jordan picked Japan.
Oh, wow. Your kids are very bougie.
In Tokyo, where they apparently like a suburb where it's big into gaming and stuff.
I mean, that makes sense.
God bless him. He got no votes for that. And Jared picked Hawaii, which technically he did follow the rules. It's not in the continental United States, but it's still the United States, so we discounted it. And then that's when we went to Belize instead.
There you go.
Everybody to agree on that.
Well, that's fun.
So if you have other places that you love, so do you have one place that you haven't been that you would love to go that maybe our audience can comment on?
I mean, I definitely would love to go somewhere in South America, somewhere like maybe Peru or something like that. So we'll see. Again, I don't my.
That's where the Galapagos Islands are, by the way. South America. We didn't know where they were at, so we learned quite a bit, and we were going to do like you have to do like there's 2 things you have to do that are right there, and it doesn't make sense to go. So it was going to be like a 14-day trip, and it was going to be for 5 of us roughly like $50,000 for us to go on this vacation.
That's a little too expensive for my blood. Greece is very pretty. Yes, so that's actually
is from Greece.
Our assistant is from Greece/Russia. That is a place. Greece is definitely somewhere that I will be going in the next few years. I'm assuming once I'm done planning a wedding. So
I hope you're done planning your wedding in a few years.
I need this thing to be
especially since it's happening next spring.
Yeah, well, who knows?
So I guess the thing that I would most like to do is I'd like to do a tour of Europe, but I'd like to do it from one of those smaller tour boats.
Yeah.
So they have, and I can't remember what it's called. I look at the magazine every time they send it to me twice a year or whatever.
Did they send you Departures? That was the one that we were looking at.
Is that the name of the company?
It's like a fancy. We were looking into chartering some yacht. It was going to cost us like $80,000. Of course.
So it's a yacht, but it's like a yacht. I think it has like maybe like 100 to 150 people on it. So it's like a cruise ship.
Oh, okay.
But it's very small scale, and you basically go through like old Europe and everything, and you go like down the Rhine River or one of those rivers or something, and you visit like 10 different countries, and they let you off, and you can actually, it's not like going on a cruise where they let you off like cattle, and they're like, you got 6 hours, be back.
Be back, yeah.
You know, it's a little bit more relaxed, and it's more intimate because it's less people. It's pretty pricey.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you're definitely going to treat yourself to and not bring your kids on. But
I don't like taking my kids.
That's what I would kind of like to do. That's my thing. So I got a question for you, Kim. So in our questions segment, so the question for today is, if you know that, because someone just asked me this last night, and I think it's a great question, and it gets asked so many times, I want to make sure we get it on air. If you know that your credit is not good, you are following it, you're good at tracking your credit, but you just haven't gotten it good enough yet, should you talk with a lender, or should you just wait? If you think you have a plan, should you wait and get your credit pulled later? What would be your advice to that person that just asked that?
Pull your credit. 1, pulling your credit does not destroy your credit score. Like we hear a lot.
Just to be clear, you're talking about let a lender pull.
Let a lender pull your credit.
Okay.
The lender will be able to give you a strategy, a very specific strategy of how you can make moves in your credit that will impact your score in a positive way. A lot of our lenders do a rescore like projection, where it's like if you pay this off, you pay this down, you do this, you do that, this is what your score will be. Credit Karma, creditmonitoring.com, none of those things give you that option. It just gives you information. Information is power, but what are you going to do with the information if you're not getting any positive steps? Lenders analyze credit every single day. That's a big part of their job, and they want to help you get your score where it needs to be so you can buy a home.
Let's stress that. Their goal is not to tell you no. Some people might say that, oh, you're just going to get told no and then you're going to waste your time.
Not the lenders we work with, guys. If those are the people
that you've been working with, yeah, you need to cross them off your list and come over to work with the quality lenders that we work with. We've pre-screened all of them. They've worked on hundreds of loans with us. They're awesome. They're not perfect. They're not as perfect as Kim and I, but they're just about as perfect as it gets. And their goal, their heart is in the right place. Their goal is to get you into a house.
Yeah, so if you don't have great credit, you can get good credit. Like, that's what I stress to people when I talk with them. They're like, I don't have great credit. Okay, that's today. You can change your score in 60 to 90 days from bad to good. Yep. It doesn't take years and years and years. And again, this is dependent on people's personal situations, personal finances, things like that. Having somebody, a professional, give you professional advice is going to be way better than just sitting back and waiting for your monthly Credit Karma emails to come through, which that score is not accurate. Sorry, guys. I have Credit Karma too. I use it, but it's just to make sure that nobody stole my identity.
I'm one of the few people that have never gone. Credit Karma is free, right?
Yeah, it's free, and it's great. Again, it's just knowledge. But I
think I knew that it wasn't accurate before I ever heard about it. So then when I heard about it, I was like,
I just use it just purely for like monitoring purposes, just to make
sure. It's
good
to know whether you're going up
because
or you're
it will
going
tell
down.
you when somebody like if somebody's opened up an account in your name. If you haven't been shopping at Victoria's Secret and somebody opened up a Victoria's Secret account, you probably might want to get on top of that.
And the nice thing is, the thing that, we take our hat off to people that do monitor it, because most people are not monitoring their credit, and you definitely should do that. Whether you're paying for a program or you're monitoring it yourself, one of the things that we find is going on a lot with everyone's being credit stolen nowadays is that people have stuff on their credit that's not even theirs.
Yeah, and you don't want to wait until you're trying to buy a house to find out that somebody bought a car in your name in 2006. So again, information is power. Get the information. Get with the professionals. We help a lot of people clean up boo-boos on their credit every year, and if we start today, we could probably have you in a home in a few months. And it's usually, wouldn't you say that it's usually not as bad as people think it is?
I mean, the worst case scenario is if you've really fouled it up, it's a year. That's usually worst case scenario, 12 months. But the reality is, even at worst case scenario, if you start today, that's 12 months from today. If you stick your head in the ground and a hole in the ground and you wait 6, 12 more months, then that 12 months starts from there.
Yep.
But yeah, typically I think 3-ish months is what we're looking at. And that's if you just, the lender is there to help you. Just do exactly what they say.
They will tell you.
Chapter and verse.
I've sat and listened to the conversations. They will tell you every single step you need to make, and it's almost always foolproof. Like, you have to make the steps.
Yep.
And if you make the steps, it will work.
And if you want access to our lenders, there's 2 ways to do it. The best way to do it is to call us. The second best way to do it is to go to thepomfreyteam.com, and you can go to our lenders page, and you can just contact them directly. But we'd like to know that you're calling. We'd like to be involved. We'd like to help you. You get all this service from us for free, so why not take advantage of our expertise?
Yep.
All right, real quick before we have to go, I'm going to give Kim a surprise question.
Surprise.
Here it is, and you can let us know your thoughts on this. She's going to be totally caught off guard by this question. It's going to be off the wall. Kim, what is the most popular color of a front door?
Red.
Red. Isn't that amazing? If you didn't know that, then you are missing out on the real estate market.
I will tell you that it should be black, but red is the most popular door color. So you'll see it out there a lot. Let's go look at some houses together, guys.
Have a great day. Give us a call if you need us. We're always here. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.